So I just had to restart the game, to cue the music back up, because every time I go into a game mode, the music just shuts down and we need a little something in the background, right? And sure enough, we have Spectrum front and center. And I thought, how fitting, because the video, in fact, is about Miss Spectrum here. So yeah, I went ahead and I actually got her potential. One shot. Very nice, right? And I went and I built her up a little bit. So, I've been saying this. It's not as much of a bottleneck for me anymore, but ISO 8s, just because I built up so many characters, most recently. And, I fully awakened Black Panther and Blue Marvel's ISO 8. And I'm kind of running low. So I have her at a stage 10. I threw 12 Odin's Blessings on her, and then just 4. So I left 4 of her slots empty, just because I'm not exactly sure which way I want to go with her yet. Until we do the testing, until maybe after this video we'll have a better idea of where she kind of fits into the game here. And then I put a Mighty Energy on her with beatdown, pretty much per the usual. As we all know, I think most of us are well aware at this point that you can't go into World Boss Legend with a Rage and expect good results. At least if you're comparing to anybody else that has an energy, and anybody who is decent or good enough for World Boss Legend, at least on my account, either has an energy or a judgment, if they can work with a judgment, because Rage is just, it's kind of poo-poo at this point. Maybe until, I don't know, maybe they can go and just adjust some things. I would absolutely love that if they could just go adjust some numbers, bada bing, bada boom. Or if it's going to be the matter of when Reforged Rages come to the game. I'm not really looking forward to that. I'll say that much. But we're going to be taking her into World Boss, and we're going to be comparing her against Proxima. And we're going to be comparing at the female stage. So it's going to be between stage 25. So yeah, we're going to go into Null. Null seems to be the place to do this. We're just going to do stage 27. Stage 27, and we'll compare her against Proxima. I mean, I can compare her against any female character. I just thought it would, just to kind of stay with the flow here, because I compared Black Panther against Proxima. We'll compare Spectrum against Proxima as well. So she has a very interesting rotation. It's kind of tricky, and it's a little complicated. I mean, you can, if you wanted to, water it down a little bit by avoiding some things, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about, because there's certain things you could do, certain trickery you could do with the rotation to actually improve the damage, or you could kind of just play it safe and immediately cancel some skills. So let me show you exactly what I'm talking about here. Oh, and by the way, how about Black Panther? How upsetting is that? The dude is just, he's absolutely trash. Like, I feel you can't even use him anywhere, because he's just going to die in you. Unless you're doing a much lower stage for Null, then maybe he won't die. But his damage didn't even seem to be that good either. So, it seemed like the video got a lot of support, and I appreciate that from you guys. All right, so I'm trying to push this guy over here to the corner, because I'm going to show you what is going on. So I feel like there's a few different things you can actually do with the rotation. Well, first, before I get ahead of myself here, I just need to give you the rundown on her skills here. Okay, so let's see. Her tier 2 passive, she has damage, decreased damage, right, by 60%, which is pretty nice. And then she has skill damage, bonus damage, and then this is very, very nice, 100% chance to increase critical damage by 50% on critical attacks. And you could totally tell when that hits. It's pretty nice. It's like double the damage. And then, okay, on 1, she has 70% chance of missing an attack for 3 seconds on 1, as well as 2. But on 2, she also has increased guaranteed crit rate by 30%. So you want to include that in the rotation there. And then she has immunity for 3 seconds, which you don't necessarily need to hit it for that, because she has invincibility on 3. She also has a 20% heal on 3, but in my opinion, with the rotation you're using, she might as well have no heal. And I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. It seems to be kind of similar issue with Black Panther, and it's really unfortunate. Hopefully, I mean, we all know they can go in and they can change some things. Hopefully, if we create enough noise, they can just put the heal instant. It's a delayed heal. And as we all know, we all cancel skills, and you're just not getting it. So there might as well be no heal, unless you want to just lose a rotation. just by getting the heal and then waiting for the proc to reset. You could do something like that. And then on 4, so 4 is I'm gonna go into more detail, but 4 could be a delayed canceled skill, and I'll show you in a second. And then 5, she has buffs on 5, and this is a skill you actually want to proc on. And her 6 is immediately canceled. It's a cancelable awakened skill, unlike Yelena's. So now let's go back in here. Let me push my little guy back over to the corner here. Come on, May, you got to get in your corner. Timeout for you. Alrighty, and here we go. Okay, got him to the corner. So, like I said, 2 has the guaranteed crit rate, 3 has the accumulation, 5 has buffs, and you want to proc on that, and 4 can be a delayed cancel skill. So let me show you her regular rotation first. Also, 1 can be a delayed cancel skill as well. So I'm going to show you a couple different versions, and you can do whichever one you're more comfortable with. But this is just what I picked up from a little bit of playtime that I've had with her. So you can go 2, 3, 4, and then as soon as, so you see how there's a delay cancel on 4? Like, if I just canceled 4 immediately, nothing, right? She's just doing the 2 skill. So if you delay a second until she kind of explodes a little bit, now it's tricky because the proc could activate there. It seems like it's not activating all that much on 4. Like, it's only from the multiple times I popped in there, it only happened a couple times. So we'll see if it starts to become an issue throughout the video. Or you could do, so count the hits here, so if we go 2, 3, 4 and then 5, let's see how many hits we get. We should get, I think it's like over 60 maybe. Okay, 56 hits. Or you could go 2, 3, 4, 1, and then this is something that's a little more safe. Because, okay, see, we have 48 hits there. But let's say I just didn't include 1, and I did not, and I just immediately canceled 4. You don't necessarily even need to include 4 in the rotation if you're not doing the delay cancel there. So we have 34 there. Or you could do this, where 2, 3, 1, 5, and you get another 49. You get 49 hits as opposed to that. And then on the awaken rotation is going to look, so whether or not you want to include 1 or 4, or you could just do 2, 3, 5, 6, or 2, 3, 6, 5, because you want to cancel 6 into 5. You could do something like this, where you go 2, 3, 4, delay cancel, 6, 5, or you can go 2, 3, 1, delay cancel, 6, 5. Right? If you catch my drift there, I'll put some rotations up on the screen there, but that's basically what it's going to look like. So let's rock and roll into some World Boss Legend here, into Mr. No. I do have to admit, her skills do look pretty nice. I do like the fit skill. It is very cosmic. All right, so this is the team that we're actually going to use here. Because I'm thinking I'm debating if I want to compare against Rogue. I kind of need, oh, here we go. I have all my strikers available now, as a matter of fact. Okay, so these are the strikers we're actually going to use here. That seems good to me. All right, let's see if we can get through this without messing up a bunch of procs, because there's a lot going on with the rotation, as you saw. A lot of skills, a lot of buttons being pushed, and truth be told, I don't have that much practice at this point with her. I literally just awakened here. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, and then 5 there. And we definitely got the proc there. It looked iffy, but seems to be some pretty nice damage. And now you're going to notice, right, she's got that 20% heal on 3. You're going to notice that the heal is not, she's not getting the heal. Her health bar is going to stay exactly where it is. And like I said, unless you want to, try to incorporate that in a rotation with a delay cancel on 3, or you risk losing the proc, or you just hit 3, get the heal, and then wait for the proc to reset. You could do something to that effect there. So, okay, we kind of getting a proc, but yeah, that was just a terrible proc there. I don't know what happened there, but typically that's not what the damage looks like. There it is. This seems to be quite a bit better there, as you can tell. Okay, do we get it? Seemed like we got it. We definitely got it. It looks iffy though. It looks like maybe I didn't get it, but doesn't seem like what is going on? There we go. We got it. You know, it's a late proc. It's just a very late proc there. There we go. That seemed to be like a decent one. And another thing is the guaranteed the buff on her tier 2 passive, the 100% crit damage on a 50% crit rate, or however it's worded. I know I'm gonna get drilled in the comments for that. There we go. So she's getting through this. Not too bad, not too shabby at all. It's not super fast. I mean, I'll you know, obviously I have to admit that, but there is pretty good damage on her. I think we might have missed that proc there. Yeah, we definitely missed the proc. You can give her another few seconds there. Just the bars would have flew a little bit faster. I'm not going to rerun that just because it was the very, very last proc. Now, I don't know. Could that time be increased? We're going to call it 320. 320 took her a minute and 40 seconds. Sure, the time could probably be increased, right? Playing with her, maybe adjusting some things with her rotation. Just from the limited time that I've had to play with her, that's just what I found to work best to just generate the most damage there. And I'm not like super impressed. Not super impressed. It seems like, you know, she could be somebody that could be, you know, swapped in to do, you know, just do the awaken skill, do that burst of damage, because it seems like at stage 27, this is a decent of a stage here. Now we're gonna run Proxima. We're gonna run Proxima with the same exact team, and I know there's gonna be people out there saying, well, Proxima has her passive, so you remove Raven from the team. Somebody mentioned that in the last video for the last video, but the thing is this: it's part of her kit. You can't remove that passive. She's always going to have that passive. You know what I mean? It's like it's like saying, so here, let's go, because I don't want to butcher the way that this is actually worded here. It's like saying for Spectrum, you know, take the 100% chance to increase critical damage on 50% on critical damage. That's how it's worded. It's like saying, you know, take that off or remove a support because she has that. You see what I'm saying? It's just a part of her kit. So what we'll do is we'll compare her against Proxima, and then we'll compare her against Rogue. And how we're going to do that for Rogue is because she has 30% or 36% increase to energy attack. We'll have to figure something out there. Yeah, I'm not too sure what we can actually do, because Rogue does physical damage. We'll work something out there. But let's run Proxima here and see exactly where she stacks up. I do have to say though, she does have a very nice lead, 36-36. That's pretty bananas. Okay, we're gonna run same strikers, same deal. So Spectrum clocking in at 320. Let's see where Miss Proxima ends up here. Yeah. Yep. Proxima is just an animal. Yeah, Proxima, she basically has the same exact build. And she gets this crazy heal on 5, and you don't have to wait. Right? Like I really hope that they modify that. They just put it at the beginning of the skill. You know, what's the big deal? Don't put it halfway through. That's just nonsense. These bars are just flying. Proxima is just so good, man. She's so good. And for like PvP, well, AC, she is very good. Okay, so I mean, man, almost a minute. We're not calling it, like 50 seconds faster. She did this 50 seconds faster than Spectrum. You know, this seems to be just a very PvP update, if anything at all, right? I mean, you see the build that I actually have on her. Actually, here, let's go check her stats, because I'm pretty sure she has everything capped. I'm just thinking right now because I actually didn't check, but let's see. Yeah, she's got everything capped. She gets that crit rate buff on her fit skill for I think it's 30% or 20%. So she's meeting the soft cap there. I mean, if anybody knows any different than with the rotation that I'm doing, I feel like I'm even pushing the rotation to to the limits there. Now, you saw a fluctuation in her damage. Like I said, I could do that faster, sure. Maybe I could increase that by like 15 seconds if I had a really nice run and I had, a lot of practice with her. But in terms of like going out and in spending to acquire this character right away, I don't know, doesn't seem to be the thing to do. Now, I already know I'm gonna get some comments about, Proxima's a native tier 2. Well, we're gonna run her against Rogue, and Rogue is actually at a 36% chance disadvantage here. Let's give her Proxima League. It's just ignore, dodge. She's not benefiting from the energy attack there. I could give her Storm, but then she won't have any. She won't have the ignore dodge. So Storm. So maybe if I do something like this. Where's Storm? Boom. Okay, this is what we're gonna do for her. And we're gonna run these strikers. Let's see because Storm's is what, 35%. So that's basically the same thing. She's just not. Now she doesn't have the 36% ignore dodge. So okay, I have to rerun it because I had those damn notifications. I had some notifications popping in, just distracting and being all nonsense like. All right, so here we go. Running Rogue. Let's see where she stacks up next to Spectrum here, or where Spectrum stacks up next to Rogue. So, I feel like this is going to be a better of a comparison here. It's going to kind of make more people happy in terms of, on the cost scale, right? Because Proxima, she's native tier 2. She's a little bit more expensive. She's not that much more expensive, but she's not the double cost native tier 2. She's a single cost native tier 2. So, I get it, but strong toon's a strong toon. If you got to chalk out some more materials, it's just, in my opinion, it's totally worth it. But in any case, here we go. We're gonna appease the masses here, and null should be done right about here. Should be done right about here. Bye null. Okay, that was even faster than the last run I did, till I got interrupted by a notification at the very end. So 4 minutes here. So we have Spectrum at 3:20, Rogue 4 minutes, and Proxima was what, about 4:10. So Rogue and Proxima kind of more in line there. But man, I don't know what to make of this quite yet. We're not finding there's really no. Now, we don't expect like every character to be meta, right? But I think we expect every character to at least keep up, right? Now, maybe Spectrum's real value isn't PvE. Maybe it's not World Boss. I don't know. Maybe she has some ABX value. Maybe she has. I doubt that, but maybe she has some maybe danger room value. Maybe she can one shot. She does have some decent damage, but I honestly don't see that being the case. Just to be honest with you. But maybe it's PvP. Maybe pretty much all these characters are PvP. I can't see Black Panther being PvP just because he couldn't even stay alive going down to 30 bars for null. Like, they got to give the man a heal. They need to buff his damage. They need to, buff his defenses even. Like, on his uniform effect, where is he? They gave him super armor plus all defenses by 50%. I don't know. They need to even increase that. They need to increase that. They need to give the man a heal, and they need to buff his damage, more hits on his skills. They should have completely changed his tier 3. And some people are saying, well, this is his 3099 uniform, and Captain America, Iron Man, Black Widow, they all got their 3999 uniform. So here, let's go to his uniform. So he got his 3099, and they all were terrible. They're all not good uniforms. But here's the thing. These were introduced in a different way. You got these for free just by going through the story mode. You have to pay for Black Panther's uniform, right? And just the whole circumstances surrounding Black Panther right now, like, man, they should have did him right. They should have did him right, like just like they did Iron Man. Like, you know, Iron Man, he's not like at the top of the charts. He's not like super meta breaking, but he's a usable character who can actually clear world boss for you without dying, or just clear, you know, clear it in general. And he's, you know, you can use him. You can use him places like you'd want to, you know, you could use him GBR. You could just use him in other game modes. Black Panther, the way I feel right now is you can't use this man. You can't use this man anywhere. Like I just, unless they buff him, I'm gonna wait. But if we don't hear something, I'm ripping all these Odin blessings off him. I'm ripping this mighty energy off him. I'm really upset. I'm kicking myself for fully awakening this man's ISO 8 set, because I have other characters that don't have a fully awakened ISO 8 set who could totally, who are much more deserving than Black Panther at this point. So let's hope the you know, the train rides in the cause runs true, where they actually do something about that. As for Spectrum, I guess my only real critique is that they need to put this heal at the very beginning of the skill. And I mean, I'm not going to be like upset that, you know, her damage really isn't there, because it's not. She's like, she's far behind. She's far behind Proxima and Rogue, as you saw. And, you know, I just, at this point, I can't see myself using her. Maybe just for her lead. Her lead's pretty good, right? She has 36. That's not too shabby. But, you know, the next step with her is going to be PvP stuff. And that's okay. Some characters are better for PvP and some characters are better for PvE. So I'm not going to make noise about, you know, her just, you know, not keeping up in that way. But we're going to see. We'll take her through the paces. You know, she's got some interesting PvP attributes going on with her skills. And actually, let's see what skills are actually, like, how many iframes she has. That doesn't always mean, right, because we got Sentry in there. So there's no iframe. So 1's a full iframe. 3, no iframe. 4 is a full iframe, and I believe 5 should be a full iframe. Okay, so yeah, she's got some decent iframes. She might be able to put it down in some PvP, some timeline, some AC stuff. I could totally see that, right? She's got the 70% chance of missing an attack on 1 and 2, and she's got some other stuff going on as well. But I'm gonna end it there. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know you know, what you guys think of the update so far, and who you want me to test next. Who you want me to take in some game modes next. I was going to do Blue Marvel in place of Spectrum, but I got her potential, so I really couldn't say no. So I'm leaning towards Blue Marvel next. Where is this man? There he is. You know, I have him like kind of halfway built here. I just have to. Oh yeah, we'll be comparing him with like regular Obelisk. I'm thinking of actually I'm gonna put this on him. I'm pretty sure I'm actually gonna put this on him, because we'll probably do this. We'll probably put something PvE on him, and then, because it doesn't seem like his worth is PvE, but hey, we'll go check. We'll go find out. I'll throw like a mighty energy on him, see what's going on there, and then we'll take him into some real timeline stuff. You know, we'll get to, I don't know, a mighty regen here, and we'll see where his worth really lies. So guys, you better stay tuned. You stay breezy out there, but most of all, friend, you stay safe now. Peace.